eliminate this, but it's recording.
This
You might
meeting
have
is being recorded.
a button on your screen. So what we'll do is, for me, how this works best is I just start seeing people in spirit coming, or like I've got a couple right here in front of me now. If you connect with who it is that I'm talking to, if everybody can mute themselves, and if you connect, maybe unmute yourself, and we can whittle it down. If there's 2 or 3 of you that kind of identifies with a person, I'll start getting more information. You're welcome to stay for the whole session if you want. This will probably be, 90 minutes plus minus a little bit. If you've got any questions, if there's anything you want to ask or any concerns that you have, please do that. One thing I should probably add to all of this, you might see, I can't promise, a little emotion on my face. I've never experienced anything negative from anybody in spirit. So tears are looking like I'm kind of grimacing a little bit is their emotion, but it's not going to be nobody over there is going to be in distress. Sometimes that's a little confusing for people. Also, I don't get names, not an area where I put any focus. I'm a therapist, so I like personality, relationship, talk to me about, our time here together. Forgive me. One other thing I want to say is I do tend to interrupt quite a bit. I'm not trying to be rude or short with anybody, but I'm very deferential to everybody in spirit. And if they're talking when we're chatting, they win. They win the conversation. So anybody have questions before I start? Anything you want to ask, concerns, anything? Okay. So again, I just won't be making much eye contact. So if you can unmute yourself, if you connect with the person, because like I said, Geraldine usually does all of that, but it's just me here today. Okay. So bear with me just a minute. Well, I'm going to start with the first person I saw just a few minutes ago. Does anyone have a young male in spirit? And Paul and Sophia, I know this is not your son. Your son is over here. This is not him. Anyone have a young male in spirit?
Yes.
If you can unmute you. So 2 of you.
Yeah.
Okay. I put him between 17 and 21, probably. What were the ages that fit anybody? Maybe I could go to 24, but I really couldn't put it much past that. Darker hair with this young man. Anyone connect with him?
25.
Okay,
Yes,
so that's just, I'm sorry?
25, and he has dark hair.
Okay, so who is this that I'm talking with?
It's Carrie.
Carrie. Oh, okay. Carrie, I'm just going to highlight you for a minute so I can see. Was his passing unexpected?
Yes.
All right. He snapped his fingers at me. That's my sign for nobody really saw this. He's telling me I'm wrong on that. Was he struggling a little bit before he left?
Yes.
Okay. So like it was horror. Sorry. This is the emotion that I was talking about. He's absolutely fine. Just made me feel this very aware of what it was like to be in his life. It's almost like people, I don't know if walking on eggshells, but there would be some frustration from people who are like trying to get him to get help, trying to get behaviors changed. Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
So he's acknowledging this. Hold on, bear with me 1 second. Wants me to tell you he's fine. Like, absolutely. Okay. Could he be kind of a serious young man?
Sometimes, yes.
I'm not talking about somber, but like, this is a serious conversation. He's just thanking you for like the efforts that you made. Doesn't want you to feel that there was anything else that you could have done. It's almost like you show me being very stubborn, like kind of stubborn. Does the stubbornness make sense to you?
He's a Taurus.
Okay. All right. And now he just pushed all of that away. He just pushed all, like, that needed to be said first. He's saying just needed to get that out of the way. How long ago did he transition?
2020.
Okay. Yeah, it felt like about 2 years. So that, like he's doing lots of work on himself over there. I don't know if was there any addiction issues?
We were never there. Yes.
Okay. he's just showing me like groups, like these small groups that he's working in. To me, it kind of feels like like maybe a 12-step program, just kind of talking it out. These are all males that he's showing me around him. Like, I feel very safe and comfortable. It's also showing me kind of being apathetic about being here, like toward the end. Not, I'm very honest with what they're saying. I don't want to offend anybody, but like, I don't give a shit. Like, I feel this apathy toward everything. That's removed. He's going, that's removed. Like, I'm invested in life. I feel like I want to be here. Weird thing to say, but he's saying invested in life. My experience has been that where they are, I call it heaven, is a million times more real than anything we have here. Like the goals, his goals, he's got goals now. Hold on, airs are squarely on my shoulders, but was there was he unsure of what he wanted to do in his life, like goals, future?
Yes.
It seems to be a big deal that he's saying like he's got that figured out. He's got it figured out now. I don't, to me, it looks like he's showing me some academic progress at that age, though it would seem, I'm not sure he'd want to go back to school, but this feels like moving in that direction, kind of honing in on all that. Says he wants to help other people.
Miriam, is this
Sure.
your son? Because you keep popping up.
I'm sorry.
Is this your son? Because you keep popping up.
What do you mean?
I think it's your son here. I really think this is your son. Hold on. Bear with me just a second. Let me understand this. Okay, I don't know how to say that. Did you feel a lot of responsibility when he was like 17, 18, 19, 20? Was there a lot of responsibility falling on your shoulders in the household?
Yes.
Okay, it's almost like, Mom, you don't have to worry about this anymore. So I don't know if it was financial. I don't know if there was relationship issues going on, but he's like, I'm the man. He's laughing like, I'm the man. I'm going to help you take care of everything. He wants to thank you for like shouldering everybody and shouldering everything and all this time. I just have a lot of gratitude, like a tremendous amount of gratitude. Don't know if he was able to tell you about that appreciation when he was here or not, but he really wants me to express that to you now. Does this make sense to you, Carrie?
Yes, we were estranged for a long time.
He's laughing, not anymore. Do you feel him around you? Do you have some signs or things from him being around you?
Oh yeah. I
mean,
don't.
that's a general question. I'm sorry, but he's like, she feels me all of the time now. She feels me all of the time. So he didn't give me any specifics on that. I think there might be like visual things that you see that you just know that it's him. He's apologizing. It just keeps going, you were right, you were right, you were right, you were right, you were right. And he wants, I'm calling BS on this. He wants me to tell you he's not as stubborn anymore. I don't believe him for a second. I'm just being honest with you. If I'm wrong, I'm happy to be wrong. But he's like,
You're
I'm
wrong.
supposed to tell you he's
stubborn.
not stubborn, but I'm not, like, they'll tell me things. And sometimes I know if they're honest and sometimes I know if they're what you want to hear. He's just very determined to make this work. I just spent another minute was there some conflict with he and his dad?
With who?
His father. He and his father.
His biological father was abusive, but
He's just saying he's forgiven dad, is what he's saying. He's forgiven dad, like working through all of that. He's forgiven dad. I just have nothing but love. And like this sense of my self-worth seems very high. Wants me to be clear, like forgiving him doesn't mean just wipe it out, like it never happened. He said, but like he understands. Did your son have some self-esteem issues, Karen?
Oh yes. Yes.
Like that's been resolved and he's tying that somehow back in with dad. He said like all of this has been resolved. He needs you to hear that. He thanks you for holding him accountable. I don't have any backstory on that accountability thing. Does that make sense to you?
Not right now. Not
Would a
right
better
now.
way to put that be boundaries?
Maybe
If not,
closer.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't expect to get 100% of anything, but I just need to, like, he's thanking you for this, thanking you for this, thanking you for this. I really was not expecting to spend so much time with him, but he's asking me to say, have you been able to kind of compartmentalize your grief?
I have. Every once in a while, that file opens up.
Okay. But he's just showing me being able to, like, okay, if I have these obsessive thoughts or if I start going down the rabbit hole and he's referring to you, it's almost like you can freeze that or stop that. And he showed me just like closing it back up. That he's asking that he could be a part of this healing process, that you can, like, it doesn't feel so overwhelming. And you might be experiencing a little bit of anger. That's an uncomfortable spot for a lot of us, especially that have lost children, because we're not sure who to be angry at. If there's some anger there, he's just going, it's okay, Mom. It's okay. It's okay. Would you understand a little bit of frustration or anger, or just sense of like, I don't know what to do with this. This seems very unfair.
Yes.
That's
Very much
very
so.
okay. A lot of the parents that I talk to, we're all just in like this lump of emotion, and it's very overwhelming and it's hard to catch our breath. But he showed me you've had a little bit of a different journey. Like when you do get to that point, you're able to close it off. Now he's, gosh, I wasn't expect this to get so personal. I think your sense of being able to rely or trust other people in your life, not a strong suit. He says he's going to kind of help you with that, not unreasonably so. Like from what he's showing me, if those are your feelings, then very justified. But it's almost like you can trust people, you can trust the universe, you can trust these things. Now he says, I'm with you. His goal in all of this is to help you kind of trust. He's asking I keep going on that. Are you okay with this, Curie?
I am. It's making sense.
I'm going to use an example that I've seen. So even having to rely on myself while married or in a relationship, or having disappointment from other people in my life where I'm like, I'm going to have to do this, and I don't feel that I can allow someone else to help me or count on that support. That's very much what he's making me feel. Would that resonate with you as well?
I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted because Marianne keeps coming forward on the screen, and then Isabella gets lost.
Oh, okay. Marianne, could you turn the camera off for a second? And I'll get to you in just a second, or just mute yourself. I'm sorry, mute yourself. The sense of not being able to have trust that other people will be there to support you is where he's going with it. Like, it is now okay to do that. You don't have to shoulder everything on your own. There's a female that just walked up beside him. Is your mom in spirit too?
No, that's somebody else.
Woman with him. Is there any strong, like, you have a grandmother in spirit that she's with your son? I don't know who this woman is, but she feels very maternal to me, and she's literally got her arm around your son.
That is my aunt, his great aunt, who was basically my mother.
Okay, she just feels very maternal to me. She wants me to tell you that she's got him, she's watching over him, like accolades for him, how well he's doing. She's crying. I'm not sad, but like, I'm just, there's a sadness here with her tears. Like, she hates that this has been so hard for you. It's almost like you can't catch your breath. I think maybe you get like 18 to 24 months before something else has historically happened for you. She's like, it's done. It's done. It's done. It almost feels like it's okay to breathe. She's going like, you can take a deep breath now. No more very significant loss. And they're both now indicating like, now you can really begin to heal again with the trust in the universe, is what they're both saying. Okay, here. Does that make sense, Carrie? I mean, Mary. Well, this will be recorded. This is being recorded, and you can certainly listen back to all that. If everybody could just mute themselves unless we're talking, and then I hope that was helpful to you, Carrie. I I hope that message was a little comforting for you, and please know your son really is just doing phenomenally. Seriously.
Okay. I do
Is there any
feel.
question you have, Carrie? Anything?
Can you ask if they've welcomed somebody new? Is that a legit question?
Hold on. So the female that's next to him is nodding. She's showing me a male. I'm not seeing the person, but this is what she's showing me. I'm just uncomfortable with making something up to you, but she's nodding. Your son's just kind of looking at me like expectantly to let you know how much he loves you. I'm just uncomfortable with expanding from that because that's all they're showing me. I've never, ever, ever, ever in 54 years had anybody transition, leave their body, and they've not been met by family members or people that know and love them. So I can tell you with my confidence that if there's anyone that transitions, that they are really met with those people that just want to nurture. It's like a very big family reunion. Was it a male that you lost recently or no?
My dog just died.
Was it a male dog?
Yes.
I'm not going to go off on a long tangent here, but probably about 6 months ago, I started to offer animal mediumship, and I'm not soliciting business. That is not why I'm telling you this. I have had the most phenomenal experiences with animals and spirit, just talking like you and I are talking. I've had a parrot, a mouse, a rabbit, dogs, horses, things like that. So again, I can, with all confidence, tell you that any being, sentient being, has the same experience as if it were a human being when they're in spirit.
And it was just yesterday.
Oh, my heart hurts for you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know that is a.
I'll make an appointment with you later.
Well, that was not what I was going for, but I
No.
wanted to tell you that
I know.
the animals as well too. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing your son and your aunt with me. And if any other messages come through, I'll certainly let you know. Okay.
Is there a quick question though?
Sure.
Is he checking on his baby?
I'm like, duh. Of course. Now he's showing me like the moon, like this child hung the moon, like the moon. He's just going, that's the moon. Is this baby under a year, like 9, 10? How old's the baby?
He will be 3 in November.
He's showing me a baby. He's literally showing me a baby, but maybe that's just the way that I asked if they show up as you last knew them, which a lot of times they will begin to show me things that were very familiar when they were here.
He never met the baby. He died before the baby was born.
Okay. He is literally just showing me a baby. I would put this baby at 9 or 10 months. I'm not concerned about the age that he's showing the child. I just feel like this child hung the moon for him, or that's his experience at this point. Okay.
Yes.
I'm so sorry for your loss. I really, that's just very hard to do. Thank you for sharing him with me. Okay.
Thank you, Isabella.
Well, thank him. I mean, did a great job. I'm going to go over here because Paul and Sophia, Paul, I've got your son here. Don't know if this is who you wanted to talk to, but he's showing up. Hold on. Bear with me. Like I need a huge exhale on all of this. Like quite the journey. There's a solidness to him, and I don't mean just physically. It's a sense of like being self-actualized in spirit, like kind of having a very clear insight of what my purpose here, what I was doing here. Just going time wasted like that. There was some time wasted. I don't believe he's talking about his experience in spirit. I think he's talking about here, just kind of trying to get my feet underneath me, trying to get some traction here. Show me like that's all gone. No problems with that. He says he hears you talking. I don't know, Paul, or one of you have written about him or kind of jotted some, maybe written or journaled. I don't know, but he's acknowledging that, like standing right behind the person doing that. Almost feels conversational. Paul, does this make sense, Paul?
Makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
And journaling it.
Yeah. His son is
Like he's literally, he's like standing behind you writing, saying he's like flowing through you. So again, for me, this is a complete sensory experience. So I'm feeling what they're feeling. So I struggle a little bit with what your experience is, but it's almost like he's merging through you. He says he's like providing insight, answer. He's just showing me like a light bulb going off and on. He's flashing a light, flicking a light switch off and on. Sorry, hold on. Like, thank you for the lessons you did. Like our contract, this is complete. You met the contract. You met the perimeter. He keeps saying parameters of the contract. Parameters of the contract. Like I have nothing but gratitude. Just sorry. This overwhelming sense of just thank you, thank you, thank you. Like that is very strong. And my only way to maybe perhaps while he's wanting to put that on me so strongly, if there's been any part of you that's wondered if you could have, the bargaining stage of grief, he's really hushing that, shushing that, wanting to have no adherence to that at all. Like, I need to tell you, we did everything as we should. He's literally opening a book and showing me step by step by step, this is what was going to be. So like I needed to learn how to father myself, parent myself. So I know I have a woo-woo weird job. I'm just going to put that out there. I think we all understand that. I'm not particularly, that's not the vein that I run my life through, but I do believe in reincarnation. I'm not trying to enforce that on anyone. I'm only mentioning that because Paul's showing me like all of these lifetimes together, like all of these achievements together. And so this, he needed to kind of have some separation for you in this life. And it feels like brotherly in past life or something like this. He said, this was my chance to kind of go my own direction. So again, he's like, check that off. We did this. We did that. We did that. I don't know if have you been lighting a candle? That could either mean like you're lighting a candle or.
Just got some new ones today. Yes.
Okay. Like I need to say thank you for this. He's like I'm shining. Okay. I'll say that. He says, you'll recognize me physically. Like you'll recognize me. You'll know what I look like immediately. He said, but my countenance, that's my word, not his, but it means the same thing as what he was saying. That will almost be unrecognizable to you. He just wants me to be telling you like how confident I am. Like there's a sense of confidence in him and knowing the path. And I would use wishy-washy, but I don't know that fits exactly. Like not ambivalence. I'm trying to find the word for this emotion. There's just the strength to this young man, and he's really giving you a lot of credit for this by like following through with everything that we planned. Sophia, slightly, he's over you. He's got his hands over your head like this, not quite touching. I don't know if you've had like some facial pain or neuropathy or sinus. I don't know, but he's working on this. To me, it feels like neuropathy. He's like clearing all of this up. He's shining this very bright light over you. All right, here comes Michael Newton. So like this proud father coming over all of this. And like, he's shining this very like white healing. This is getting woo woo, but I don't care. Like it's showing me this bright light over everybody. Particularly over Sophia, like she's got this work to do still. He wants to thank you for that.
I thank him. Oh my God.
Oh, hold on. Sophia, is your mom in spirit too? I've
Yeah,
forgotten. I'm sorry.
I knew she would be there. Yes,
So I've got mom and like the strength in her physical body as well too. This.
Oh, nice.
To be fair to everybody, I have read for Paul and Sophia before, so I do recognize their people in spirit, but just give me a minute. Like she's like, there's this confidence. That's not even like this knowing of who I am and where I came from. Like, I don't have any anxiety. I don't have any fear. Like there's this sense of trust in all that is. Okay. She says she's thinking of coming back. Like no time soon. Like she's very, as soon as I said that, she went, no time soon, no time soon. But like she's kind of moving in that direction of planning it, like to show off her newfound strength, to put to test all of the skills that she's learned. Hold on, bear with me just a minute. I'm just feeling out if I want to talk to this gentleman who I know who he is, the brother, and he's like, I'm good. I'm getting better. He's not an energy vampire anymore. Like he's doing well. So I don't know if either of you are doing work that's impacting any of these people. Feels like probably like something that's been done that's really just cleared all of these people out a great deal. Paul, your son is now like, he's kind of in charge of all of this. Like he's running protocol. Those are his words. He's doing the protocol for all of this. But again, just really very clearly wants me to tell you he's checked off these boxes, checking off these boxes. I did not
Good
mean
to
to
know.
spend this much time, but like your mom is there also, Paul. She's, hold on. She just says she's listening. She's listening. She's listening. Again, the strength that she feels, the gratitude. It feels like a very Buddhist line or I don't know. This feels a little bit like Buddhism, maybe Hinduism. It's Buddhism that she's showing me. Like this line that she's kind of following of just allowing and no anxiety. She's got rid of that. I believe her. She just wants me to tell you she loves you. She's got him, which is hilarious because she looks so much smaller than he does to me, and he could, he's dwarfing her in all of this, but they're all good. Is there any questions either of you have for these people that showed up?
Yeah, I would like to know with my brother, since you said in 54 years he had never someone who wasn't met by someone on the other side who would support them. Was he met by someone too, because he was so lost for so long?
Really earthbound.
He's getting, yeah. He says yes, but there's this almost rejection of that, or he's used the word rejection. I would agree with that. It's almost like I'm stuck in the cyclone of this. That he showed me like these external lights outside. Seriously, they look like big white spotlights. That he would see these, and I'm going around in this circle, and I know I can tether on to them at any time. He wants me to tell you he's tethered, like he's tethered now, and I don't see him in the same mind space or space that he's chosen for me. Like this feels very much congruent with what everyone else's experience is. So, and I don't feel any hesitancy with sharing my energy with him. Not at all.
Yeah, good.
So that's definitely, I mean, some people get it like that, and some people it takes a little while. It doesn't matter. We all get it. So any other questions or anything for him you want me to find out?
No, just support in terms of the medical issues. That would be nice. Whoever can give me support with that.
Okay. That appears to be all of these people right here, and particularly Michael Newton, these big white spotlights. Seriously, we know when they held spotlights up into the air and you kind of see them crisscrossing like this. That's the diameter of these lights that they're shining on you. So I'm happy to do some energy work on you this evening. I'll see. Happy to do that. Okay.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna move on. I've got a male here. It feels very, very, very paternal. Does anyone have a father they were very close to that's in spirit? Can you unmute yourself if you do? Is that?
Yes.
Hi, Nicole. You were close with Dad?
Yes. Yeah.
Wait, I want to make sure this is for you. Do you have a child in spirit?
No.
Okay, he says he's got the child. Hold on. Would he have a child in spirit?
My parents did have, I think they had a couple of miscarriages.
Okay. I don't see anyone with him, so that actually resonates with me that would be it.
Sure.
Like I just need to go, that's my girl. Like I just literally want to hug you and like, I don't know if you can see how smiley my face is. There's lots of Botox, so it might not be as much. Like I just like, oh, I'm so happy. I'm just so happy. I think it'll be fair on his view to say like, this is my best friend. Like would you understand him calling you like his best friend?
Yeah, we butted heads and, you know, at times, but since he's passed, I feel him like he does a lot to let us know he's here. So we've gotten close that way.
This is just, how long ago? Has it been several years since he's been gone?
He passed in December of 2020.
Okay, so several years.
Yeah.
God, I just like, I don't know what else to say other than just I need to hug you and see how much I'm like, how happy I am. And just, I love you so much. There's like, I literally want to jump out of my skin saying that. All right, he went, now let me tell you. So I thought this young man was stubborn. I might also have to give it to your dad. He can
Yes.
like he could argue.
Yes.
Would it be fruitless to argue with him when he was here? Like he's never
Yeah.
gonna.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because he's
Yeah.
like, if I believe in something, I don't even have to believe in it. Like I just want to take a counterpoint to something. He would have been an excellent attorney. I don't know what he did, but like he would have argued.
Yeah.
Wait, did he have pain in his hands? Did he have arthritis?
Not that I'm aware of. He did a lot with his hands. I don't know.
My hands are feeling better, so I don't.
Oh, okay.
My hands are feeling better. My hands are
Okay.
feeling better. Oh boy. So were your parents still married when he transitioned?
No, they were divorced.
Okay, perfect. He wants to apologize to your mom, and I'm like,
Oh,
I don't want to.
okay. Yes.
I don't know how to say this if they're still married. A divorce makes
Yeah.
a little bit more sense. Like he needs to
Yeah,
apologize.
that makes sense.
Like the stubbornness and all of this. Hold on.
Yes.
Again, I'll say this because errors are a million zillion part on me. He keeps showing me himself in a garage. Did he tinker a lot? Did he work
Yes,
on
he
stuff a lot?
he had a show car that he do in
Okay.
World of Wheels.
Okay, because like he's still doing this. He said, I'm not muttering to myself anymore. That's kind of cute. Like he's not muttering to himself. I think he could even argue with himself.
Yeah.
But he's doing good with this now. Don't want to offend you. So the worst word that he said is bullshit. So I feel comfortable
Okay.
saying that. Like, you wouldn't put up with this bullshit. There's something about a boundary. You like being able to go, Dad, I'm just not going to listen. I'm going to walk
Yeah.
away because I don't want to get it. I said, thank you. He said, but you don't have to put up with my bullshit anymore. Sorry for keep repeating that,
Aw.
but he is. Hold on. Do you have a son?
No, I don't.
Do you have a brother? I'm not trying to fish here, but he's showing me a male. I'm here still.
No, I don't have a brother. It might be my husband. He really liked my husband. I don't know.
Was he close to him? Because like he's just showing me, he's showing me a male here that those were the feelings that it gave me, like a child, like an affinity for this person.
Yeah.
Is your husband like not an aggressive, like a softer type person?
Yeah,
who
he's
just
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so like he wants me to tell you that he's trying to be more like that. Again, I'm going to say the BS word now because I don't exactly believe him, but I think he's attempting to do that. Like he's trying at some part to do that. Like there's some admiration for this man that's not reactive. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
Doesn't react. Thinks about things. Hold on, there's something about a joke. I'm so sorry. I don't know who he's talking. So I think did Dad think he was funny, or does your husband have good jokes?
Well, both of them. My dad thought he was funny, but it's like my husband's really goofy.
Okay, there's something about the humor, the joking. Never meant to be cruel, but like he can tell a story, and with these jokes, and he's cracking himself up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's just, it wasn't a terrible life. Like his orneriness is that a word?
That's
like that
yes, yeah, that's a word. That is exactly a word that he would use.
Okay. Is it the orneriness that kind of made things difficult? All right, gosh, if I get this right, I'm going to be impressed with myself on this one. Was there like a little diner or restaurant that he used to go to sometimes? That is so general, but he showed me like a waitress. There was some flirtiness. Nothing inappropriate here. I'm not being inappropriate. Yeah. He's not. Would you tell that little gal he said hi?
Okay.
Like he'd give her a couple dollars tip every time. He just needs people to know I'm good. I love you so much. There's a male that's next to him. did you know your grandfather?
Yes, yes,
So that I feel that it would be Dad's dad. Would I have that correct?
yes. That is correct. Yeah, I feel like
Okay. So like this guy seems real salt of the earth, real down to earth kind of guy. He's proud of you. I think he's been gone for a long time. He
he
just
has.
is proud of you, proud of you. Have you lost a lot of animals?
Yeah, I lost 2 animals a few years ago.
I just tell you, they got all the animals. I don't see I'm not seeing the animals again. I'm never gonna make something up about it. He said, tell you they got
Sure.
all the animals. Okay, I'll say this. I think I'm understanding right. Like he married a good gal. I guess he's talking
Yes.
about his wife, like just a good, they had this good family. He doesn't know how
Yeah.
this little, he's calling him a little ass. Got to be so crabby and cranky, but like he's laughing there. That's all in fun and jazz. So, but they're
Yeah.
good. He just wants me to tell you, he loves you so much. I don't know if these are the people you were hoping would show up. Is this who you were hoping?
Yeah.
Because I'm looking for somebody else. He's like, she wanted to talk to me. So I mean, if that's who you wanted to talk to, wait, hold on. I really was not expecting to get this much in the weeds with this. So he's showing me Christmas morning. He's in this recliner that's like checkered, like not, it's a scratchy fabric. Did your dad ever smoke?
Yeah, when I was younger, he did. And he used to always sit
Okay, 'cause
in
you
a
look maybe
fabric
10.
recliner.
Yeah.
Huh?
You look like 8 to 10 years old. It's Christmas morning. He's smoking, and I'm just looking at everybody opening presents, and like, this is perfect. He said, I love you. That's the memory that I hold. Like, I love
Aw.
you. I love to smoke, which is not a great habit, but I smoke, and I'm very happy to see your dad smoking in spirit, because I get people asking me all the time, can I have a cigarette? But he seems to have found a way to get it. And like, he just
Okay.
needs you to know he loves you. Like, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wait, one more thing real quick. I don't know, was there any mobility problems with Dad?
Yeah, he had problems with his feet and his balance
Okay,
towards
so
the
he
end.
just literally, I am sitting down, so I cannot replicate this, but he just jumped up and clicked his heels together and said, look at how good I'm getting around now. Look, like he's like literally jumping up like Jiminy Cricket going, look how well
Oh,
I'm doing
wow.
now. The mobility is fine. The mobility is fine.
Oh, great. Thank
He is
you.
good. Is there any questions you have for him? Anything you want me to ask him?
Not that I can think of. It just warmed my heart to get those messages, and it's always comforting to know that
Please
he's
thank
around.
them. Like I said, I'm a very poor substitute for all these people. They do all of the work. I'm like a not great replacement for them, but he's doing just beautifully. I hope that
Thank
was
you.
helpful.
That was
Yeah, you're
wonderful,
welcome.
Isabella. Thank you.
Okay. Let me see who we have next. Does anyone have a daughter in spirit? Anybody lose a young lady? All right, let me see if I can get another relationship with it. When I see a young person, I automatically just assume someone's lost a child. Put her between I probably put her closer to 19 to 20. Anyone lose a friend at that age? Female? This does not have to be the main person you were hoping would show up for the reading, by the way. She's just here.
I had a sister.
Anybody? So the lady on
Passed. My
You have a
sister,
sister?
Beate, Sophia. My sister Beate died when she was 18.
Okay, hold on, let me see if I can get any help from your mom. Your mom's nodding her head and pointing like this, so there's the sister. There's
Wow.
something about the health that I feel now,
Yeah.
was she, can I message you, Sophia, this afternoon? This
Sure.
one feels kind of private, that's all.
Okay. Yep.
I'll get that, I'll meet up with you this after, I'll
Amazing
message
to
you
hear
this
from her. I'm so grateful for that.
Okay,
So
okay,
unexpected.
all right.
Thank
Absolutely. I've got another young male here. Oh boy. Anyone else lose a son?
I did.
I did.
Okay, we've got 2 here. I feel like I just. Tamara, is that your name?
Yeah.
How old was your son when he transitioned?
20.
Okay, I literally wrote 19, so I'm thinking this. And Marion, how old was your son?
He was 17.
I'm thinking I'm going to go to you, Marion, next, because I have another young man, but I really believe this is for Tamara. So hold on, Miriam, I'll get to you in just a second. Miriam, Tamara, were you real close to your son?
Yes.
God, I want to cry. I just want to cry. I just still feel heartbroken. How long ago did this happen?
6 years, almost 6 years ago.
Are you still experiencing a lot of grief with this?
Almost 6 years ago.
Are you still experiencing a lot of grief
Oh
with
yeah,
this?
still.
Like I seriously feel like this could have happened last year. It just still feels that raw.
Yeah, all the time.
Okay. So I'm at 33 years. I'm not having your same experience, but I know what that feels like. Hold on. I'm just gonna say this. So I know everybody that I see is okay. I call the space heaven, because that's the word everybody knows and everybody's familiar with. It does not happen to me often that I will feel what they're feeling, and I'll be very specific about what that is. He's just going, this is as hard for him as it is for you. He's fine. I don't want you to have a worry in the world, because I don't have a worry, but he's letting me know that the missing you extends both ways the same way. Did that make sense at all? I don't want to be confusing or convolute anything. And I'm looking at him and I know where he is and I know he's fine. I just feel for him. This is just as hard for him. He's saying you were his person. That makes sense to you?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Wait, do you have tattoos?
Huh?
Do you have tattoos?
You're cutting out.
Do you have tattoos?
Yeah.
Are any of those for your son?
I have a whole sleeve on my arm and I have his portrait and on my
He's
arm.
saying
Yeah.
the tattoos are for him to touch. If we continue to have a scratchy connection between you and I, message Geraldine. I will give you some time where we can just be one. Not that any of this is private or I don't want anybody, but if the connection is bad and I'm skipping on you and you can't hear me, I want to make sure I get you these messages from him. So I'll set up some time with you if we need it.
Okay.
I feel protective of you, but I also feel like we can have a freaking hilarious, fun time together. Was it that kind of fun relationship?
Yes.
Could he have just a blast with anybody? Like,
Yes.
seriously, I feel like I could laugh with you, go out and maybe have a drink. You're my best friend. Like, this is my best friend here we're talking about with you and him. He's saying like, that's hard for you. Cause like, you have other children. He's saying, you have other children?
Yes.
So maybe we're not going to let them listen to this. And he's going, I was the favorite. Everybody knows it's not like you have that relationship with the other. And he's not saying you don't love them, but like, you know, like this was just so special. This between you and him was this bond. He said, that's why it's hard for me too. He just loves you. He's also saying he's a firecracker. I'm not going he's saying temper. Do you have a temper?
Yeah, he was a Taurus as well.
Okay, like this temper, but to me it feels verbal. Like he'll shut some shit down in a second. Like, did he curse a lot? I don't want to offend
He had
anybody.
a mouth on him. Yeah, he had a mouth on him.
Like it's like that. I'm so sorry to be
Yes.
offensive. Like that. So that's what he's saying to me. I feel just a super protectiveness. Wait, do you have like a tattoo on your elbow?
Yeah.
Because that fucker hurt, didn't it, Mom? Sorry, I'm
Oh,
so
it
sorry for
did.
cursing this much. Like that's not my intent to be offensive, but I'm repeating what he's saying. It's almost like, particularly this one spot on the elbow. Stop asking when you're coming. Like, how much more time do I have here? How much more time do I have here? Saying you're not kind of, which again, I hate saying this because I understand these emotions. If you're not feeling like you have a lot of reason to still be here, like, cut that shit out. Stop. You're here for. Am I making sense to you with what your son is saying?
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're suicidal because that's not what he's saying, but it
Mhm.
kind of feels morose a little bit and like, if God were to take me today, I'd be okay with that. He's like, stop it, and don't do that. You got my face everywhere. Hold on, what? You have like pictures of him or his face everywhere? This is what he's saying to me. I'm not seeing a visual of that, so I can just tell you what he's saying.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Do you have a picture of him in your car?
I have a necklace with his ashes, and it's a locket with his picture, and I have it hanging on my rearview mirror.
Okay, because he says it's a picture of him in your car. Like he's there. He's saying that he sends you signs. Like he likes the wind. I have not heard that one in a long time. It's almost like these gusts of wind coming out of nowhere. He's like, that's me. It's almost like it would shake the car a little bit. Like feels like driving through Tonopah, Nevada, or like that kind of sense. I don't know where you live. What state are you in?
Mhm.
That was super specific. Do you have like
Arizona.
wind gusts? Oh, okay. When you're driving up around like Payson or Flagstaff or Kingman area and like the wind comes across the 40, like that's
Yeah.
literally what he made me. He's saying, no, you're the southern. Are you in Tucson area?
Phoenix.
Okay. All right.
Phoenix.
I was saying all the northern spots because I have a house in Surprise, but he was showing me south of there, so I just went to Tucson. Okay, hold on. He says he hears you talking to him. Somebody wears his clothes still. You still wearing his clothes? Like you still have his clothes?
I wear his t-shirts all the time.
Okay, like he wants to say thank you. Like I literally feel like you might feel him hugging you. He's letting me smell. Do you still smell him?
Every once in a while I can, yeah.
So my mom gave me the best advice I've ever gotten in my life. After my daughter died, like within a couple of days, we put everything that belonged to her in space bags and sealed them up. Where you put the vacuum in and suck out all of the air. And all this time later, I
Yeah.
still smell my daughter. It's like that freaking strong as he let me smell him. So to me, it would almost be attached to a jacket or something. But he's going, you smell me, you smell me, you smell me. There's songs that he's saying he play. You connect music with him. I'm sorry, that's so general. I like for them to tell me a specific song, but he's just saying music.
Very
so.
much.
Very literally
much, yeah.
I would see him sitting in the car next to you, but I don't know that you do. And he's like, I see his hand twisting a dial, so I don't know if music changes for you. This is Spanish. Do you have a Spanish song that I feel like a crazy person here with this because he's not showing me visuals, which is what I like along with the talk. Is there something in Spanish that's important with the song?
Not Spanish, but it's a certain artist that just happens to come on at certain times.
Okay.
His favorite artist. Yeah.
Like this might have a mad guitar riff in it or something like that. Like this is cool. He's getting, I just thank you. He wants me to make sure he's okay, but like he misses you just as much as you miss him every single day. He says, I pray that's not upsetting to you at all because I have no concern over that. To me, it's sweet. And I wish my child would ever say that to me, but I don't ever hear that from my daughter. So I'm a little envious of that. And the emotion in that is pure. I just love you. Like this is my other half. Hold on. Did you just injure your toe? Like you stub your toe or something? That's super specific. So I'm just going to I don't try to get predictive in any of this because I have a very high accuracy and I'm afraid to blow it off a little bit. Watch out for stubbing your little toe. He's like, you're not going to break it, but it's almost like you have a broken toe or something? He's not moving away from that. So I have to stick with that. He's just there with you for that. So I wouldn't be surprised if you like stub your little toe, but you're okay. You're all right. Do you have any questions for him? Is there anything you want me to ask him?
Just hoping he watches over his brothers. He's
going, yeah.
Is he with
Again, I want to use
is he
an
with
F
his
word
brothers?
there. Yeah. Yeah, he says little fuckers. Like, yeah, he watches over. So I'm so sorry for
Yeah,
cursing and all this.
yeah.
Like, but it's like watches over them. Was there a little scrapper one at 14? Because he showed me a young male about 14. I think they're older than that now. Was one of your boys scrappy around the age of 14?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Or was
His
that
middle,
him?
his middle brother.
Okay,
Yeah,
'cause
that
he's
was
like-
with him that night.
Like the scrappy one. He's like, like I like literally need to like smack him around a little bit. But he's like, he's grown out of that. He's gotten better now. So yes, he said he still
Yeah, he
watches
has.
over. He watches over. Okay. He's going back to your feet. And I'm so sorry. I was not expecting to spend this much. Did you like recently get some new polish on? Did you do something? Because you're still showing me your feet, but now there's fingernail polish, toenail polish on them.
No, I started going to the gym and I got blisters on my feet from the treadmill, like literally Monday. I have bad blisters on my feet and my feet
Okay.
are hurting. So,
Maybe that's
and they're right
it.
under my toes, the blisters.
Okay, maybe this is it, but like I'm not. He's just still showing the feet, so I hope that was helpful. I really do. He's doing beautifully, and I wish my family would be as protective over me as he is of you.
Yeah.
But he's okay. He's absolutely okay.
I appreciate
Like I
it.
love you. I love you, Mom. I love you. I love you. Hold on. Like he's this big guy. He doesn't like to show all this emotion, but he'll show it to you. Like I just want to bear hug you. I want to bear hug you. He's going. I just want to bear hug you and pick you up. Did he give good hugs?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
He did.
Was he? One more quick question. This is just for me. Was he a little bit taller than you when he passed?
Yes, he was. He was taller.
Okay, because like he's specific how he hug you that your head would come up to like right about here on him. Like I want to hit shoulder length on this. So he's showing me tall. Like I just want to squeeze you and pick you up, Mom. I love you. He says. I hope that was helpful.
Yeah, just
Okay.
I appreciate it. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
Well, thank him again. For substitute, I wish I did a better job on some of that, but he's here. So all right, I'm gonna go to Miriam next. Is that your name?
Yes.
Miriam? Okay, so bear with me just a minute. So the young man that was behind this young man kind of moved over here, so you might see my eyes look in this direction. Hold on. Had he just turned 17, your son? Oh, I can't hear you if you're talking. Can you hear?
He would have turned.
I'm sorry, this is a. Still not, can't hear you. Don't freak out. If anything happens with any of us and the internet or the service is bad, don't worry. I will contact you, message Geraldine. I will set up, 10 or 15 minutes. You'll get the messages. So don't freak out. Okay. He's asking me to tell you that. So don't freak out, Mom. Don't freak
Okay.
out.
Can you hear me?
Oh, now I can hear you
Okay,
perfectly.
okay.
Did he just look a little bit young? To me, he looks young.
He was
I
17.
would- Okay. Had he just turned 17? Did he look like a little bit young?
He would have been 18 in April, which is
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't feel he's been gone as long as was this more recent that he transitioned?
yeah, it's very, very recent.
Like within a year or less?
In September of last year.
Okay. So my gift to you, if you let Geraldine know, I'm going to give you 45 minutes one-on-one. We're not done today, but I just want to let you know, I would like to give you some time to spend with your son. He's saying he just got there. It hasn't been very long. He needs you to know he's okay. So all of the basic stuff, but these can get very personal. And
Okay.
I would like to give that to you as a gift, if that's okay.
Okay.
Well, I can get it done in the next 10 days. Don't worry.
Okay.
This is not something far off that I can do for you. Was his passing unexpected because he's snapping his fingers?
Yes.
My sign for unexpected. He keeps going, I'm sorry. Would he take some accountability for this?
He would.
Okay. there's a part of me, and it's not him, that just feels like shattered. Like every part of my being feels very surreal. Are you still in shock about all of this? You know, that when you find out the news and it just feels like I'm not even in my body anymore. Is that you?
Yes.
Okay. He's like, she needs to know I'm okay. Like that's the big thing for right now. You need to know where he is. You need to know that I'm okay. Like literally, it's like an echo. Mom, mom. Wait. You might hear him. Do you hear him?
No, we were just talking
You heard
about,
him?
we were just talking about, actually this morning, he used to say, mom, 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 mommy.
Okay. It's like annoying a little bit, but like he just keeps saying like, mom, mom, mom. It's like that. I'm like, you need to know I'm still here. He just keeps going, I'm sorry. Feels like these dark days. Did he struggle a little bit with some mental health issues?
I'm not sure.
So I've got 6 boys. My oldest is 42 and my youngest is 32. And was he a moody guy? Could he get moody? Like kind of just moody? Like,
Yes.
I don't know how else to say that. This just feels like 3 of my kids, like this moodiness, this kind of like, look, I'm deeper than everybody else kind of thing. And he's laughing at me as he said I'm mocking him, and I'm truly not. Like I'm just trying to imitate him. Like these like moments of this deep contemplation. He goes, what the hell was I doing? He's like this, what was I doing? He wants me to tell you he loves you. I'm okay. Wait. Hold on, this is a date. Did you get a tattoo? Are you thinking to get a tattoo like on your forearm?
I'm going to, yes.
He's pretty specific about location. Is it on this part of your arm by any chance?
I have tattoos on my arm.
I
But I'm-
have 24 tattoos, so you're gonna have to keep up if you wanted, like, because he's laughing at me now, like the tattoos, the tattoos, the tattoos.
So I have tattoos on my arm, but I'm gonna get a tattoo in his, you know, for his memory, I guess, in his,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. He goes, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's almost like I can't even, it's saying it's hard to even look at his picture. It's hard to even have that sense of being with his things. It's hard to, is it hard for you to kind of be around his stuff or look at his picture still at this point? Like it's just, I dissolve. This is what he's saying to me. I just want to be accurate in expressing that. He's going, this is going to get easier. He's literally showing me you touching a graph or a picture. I just feel like this cannot be real, kind of touching it. He says you call him your baby. He is your baby, but I don't like to be called your baby, but I'm your baby. He says, Mom, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Wait. So I don't think he spoke German. How do you say I love you in Spanish?
Te quiero.
Okay. So he said ich liebe dich. There's nothing about this kid that makes me think he speaks German. So let's do it in Spanish. Wait. Your mom is still living, is that correct, Sue?
Yeah.
I'm still with you, Miriam. Is your mom still here? Because there's an older female that feels very maternal. Do you have a grandmother in spirit?
On my father's side.
Doesn't matter. There's
Yeah.
a female that feels very maternal. So if it's not mom, it's grandma. Do you have any Catholics in your family?
This is Catholics.
Catholic. This woman is showing me some Catholic symbolism. So like prayers that they're doing over there. She's going, but you need to know he's okay. He's okay. He's okay. She keeps going, he's okay. They've got him, talking about your son. Oh man. If this gets too personal, let me know and I can move this to when we speak. Did you get to
Okay.
see him after he transitioned?
Yes.
He wants me to let you know that he witnessed that. I don't know if maybe I'll say this, but I'm not sure I'm understanding him correctly. Did you think about organ donation, but it was not enough time, or there wasn't? If I'm misunderstanding him, it's my mistake.
I understand I understand that.
Okay, he's just talking about organ donation. Like, but there wasn't enough time for this. He just wants me to say, like, mom, again with the echo, mom, 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 mom. I'm okay. I think I can actually do this tomorrow morning. Do you have time tomorrow morning to talk with me, with him?
I do.
Okay. Message her. Like I said, Geraldine's on a conference call right now, so I can't, and she's not listening to this. I'll make sure I get you in tomorrow morning and we'll spend some time with him. It just feels
Okay.
kind of personal. Okay. I'm so sorry for your loss. I swear a lot of us in this group know what that feeling is. It doesn't make it better or worse. It's just the freaking hardest journey that you're ever going to go through, but it is survivable. And it is very likely to continue to thrive and have purpose in life, even though I know at this moment you can't even fathom that. Okay, I'm so sorry. So who have I not passed messages to so far? I want to make sure that we get everybody in, because so I've got, okay, I'm gonna just go in order that I see you. So is that Belinda? Okay, and then I'll get to Angie and Turan as well. Hi, Belinda, how are you?
Hi, okay.
All right, so bear with me a minute. Let me see. So I've got a younger male. You do not have a child in spirit. Would that be correct?
Not a child.
Okay. So I've got a male here, but he's not super. Do you have a partner or a friend, male friend in spirit?
Yes.
Okay. Would this be a partner or a close friend? I'm just
It's
trying to
husband.
understand.
Husband.
Okay. Like, oh my God. He's like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like his face is lit up like this. You still have a relationship with him, he's telling me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Like this didn't, just because he's here, like this didn't end anything. He wants to thank you for that. It's almost like you buckled down and just kind of prepared to have whatever journey the rest of life is, because she wants me to be a part of it. And he goes, I want to be a part of it as well too. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Did he used to compliment you quite a bit?
No.
I'm crying. Like he's crying. I need to tell you how beautiful you are. I need to tell you how kind you are. I need to just say thank you. Like, or like blah, 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 blah. It's like pouring out. Just it is spewing all of these compliments to you. And I can feel like, oh, I need to say this. I need to say this. And he says he didn't really feel that he deserved you. Okay, I misheard that.
Sorry.
Didn't feel like he deserved you. But you think I misheard that, so let me just clarify that. Would you understand that a little bit more if he says until I got over here?
Yes.
Okay. So like there's this gratitude, like you don't know what you have. It could be a but, he says. That's an interesting choice of words, but would you understand
What
that?
was it?
He
What?
says a but. It could be a but.
He could be an ass.
Well, yeah, but he said the word but instead of ass. But if that fits
Yeah,
for
I would
you
use the
better,
word
he used the word but. Okay. Like he's having to learn lots of lessons in all of this. Like there's this pride thing that had to come down for him, this wall. I don't know that this man ever said this until now, but he's like, you were right, I was wrong. He's like this. I feel like seriously I might faint with him saying that.
Me
You
too.
were right, I was wrong. Man, we got a lot of stubborn people here. I still think this guy over here might be the most stubborn, but your husband might give him some run for his money. But there's also a cruelty in things that he would say, like a sharpness and not thinking about him. Could he be verbally caustic and cruel, like mean?
Yes.
He's literally dissolved into a puddle of tears. He says, this is unbelievable. She's not going to believe that. But like he's sitting cross like on the ground, just crying, like, please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. He knew what he was saying too. He's not going to bullshit me. He said, like, I'm not making an excuse at all. It's almost like to shut conversation down, to shut down. Be misogynistic. I'm so uncomfortable with this. Does this make sense to you, Belinda?
But was it? I'm sorry. The internet went out.
He's saying he was a little misogynistic and kind of cruel to you. Is this, I'm
Yeah, he could
so
be.
uncomfortable with this. Does this make sense to you?
Yeah,
Okay,
he could be. He suffered from addiction for a long period of time.
okay. I don't know how long he's passed, but it feels like it's been a little while, and I need to tell you this. So I'm an evidential medium that doesn't go for names. I don't go for dates. Those things are important. They're just not a place where I put a lot of emphasis. Where I'm feeling is the big success for him is acknowledging what he was like. He showed me kind of just the prayers. Wait, hold on. Now he's correcting that. So if you prayed for him, it was almost like I'm praying for the suffering to be done. Like I'm just praying for the, like, just let this be quick. I'm not stretching a lot here, but it would be along those lines of just at least he's not suffering anymore. Would you understand that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so he's not suffering anymore. So it went from this urgent warrior feeling like I could fix or repair him to now it's just like, I just hope he's at peace. I hope he's at peace. And I was supposed to tell him at peace. Was there any kind of drug that he smoked?
Yes.
Was there- okay, you just said he put
Sorry.
down the pipe. You put down the pipe? You okay?
Yeah. Yes. We were married for 23 years. We met when we were 15. And he suffered from addiction from the time he was 17 on and off. And when the pandemic came, he fell into a depression and drinking again. And we had a fight and he left. And 2 days later, the police came and told me they found him dead in a hotel room. And that, yes, he was smoking crack cocaine. And that's how he died.
I have,
So when you say
No,
that,
please.
that really, it's hurt.
I'm so sorry. I am just, I have a husband in spirit. I know the feelings that come with this, and I'm sorry that we share this loss as well. Thing that makes me very peaceful about all of this is what he was sharing and the
Yeah.
good frame of mind he seems to be in, and that feels very authentic. Listen, I don't know how much you were listening, but I call bullshit on people when I think they're bullshitting in spirit. Like they're telling me what I want. This is authentic. This is not for your benefit or to anyone's benefit. Like he's saying, you basically were single all of your, hold on, like, I don't want to say that.
Yeah, we were
All right,
15.
he's like, you basically were single, like everything you kind of had to do by yourself. Anyway, I feel like these periods of maybe months, so maybe 9 months, 12 months where I could be doing better. But then it was almost like, I don't want to exhale. Like I'm afraid to exhale. That would be you he's talking about. It's like a lot of life kind of fell on your shoulders anyway. He's sorry. Oh, I'm sorry I disappointed you.
He did it in the long run. He did it, but
He's okay. He just sort of keeps asking, begging me to let you know I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I wish I would have had more to leave you. Well, that's interesting.
because maybe when I fall into my little, grief waves, I say, you need to be thankful for what he did leave me because he was a hard worker and I do have a roof over my head and a little stability. So for that, I do thank.
But it's the emotional stuff like that stuff wouldn't evoke this kind of emotion with him or with me. It's like, I'm
Someday-
sorry I didn't leave more. Like I feel, and this isn't interesting with him. Sorry for going on about this,
No, it's
but
fine.
like this sense of like, I'm right on the cusp of being vulnerable with you. And then I like pull back. And if I'm too vulnerable with you, then that makes me uncomfortable. And he's apologizing for this. Does that make sense? It's like, I know you love me. I know we have this connection, but like, there's a part of me that is afraid to be vulnerable. He just said, I didn't love those parts in myself.
Yeah.
I think maybe he suffered from some abuse.
Yes. he
Is
did.
my sense. So like this would take a lot of self-love from him, and he's working through all that. He's worked through a great deal of it. He loves you. Wait, what'd you do with his wedding ring?
I don't know where it is. He lost it. The story I got is he lost it sleeping in the sofa. Since then, I don't have that sofa and I never found the ring.
Again,
Yeah, I think one of our readings, he showed you putting his hand in a drawer, but still to this
okay,
day,
because
it's
he's
not the
showing me.
drawer.
I'm so sorry. I didn't remember that we've spoken before. Okay, so like this in this house, like again, I'm just
Yeah.
super uncomfortable with being predictive, but I don't feel that it's very
Yeah, I
far
try
in. It's
to
almost
go up
like it.
and look for it. So I try to just say, if you're here, you'll find me because I can't keep looking for you type, you know. But yeah, I don't have the ring.
Well, I think he will. I'm gonna go out on a limb and go. I think it will just kind of show up, and he just wants me to say, "I love you, thank you," and he's doing phenomenally well, Belinda. Really. Is there any question you have for him? Anything you want me to ask him real quick?
Just as you
Yes, he watches over them. He said yes, but hold on. I don't need to know any details about this. It's none of my business, and I'm very uncomfortable with this topic. Was this a fairly good year financially for you?
fairly
I don't
good.
need- Okay, I don't need any details, but he's showing me like it was a better year financially, and he says he can help with that. Okay, so I would say that's an area where you kind of could ask for more assistance or whatever if you needed it. He feels able to do this. He'll break his back if he needs to do it. He said, "That's when I was here. I'll just break my back to get something done." He said, "I
Yep.
love you." Okay, I hope that was helpful, Belinda.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm gonna go to Angie next. Okay, Angie, hold
Hi.
on. Hi, how are you? I
Good,
have
how
to
are you?
ask. Good. Do you smoke?
Yeah.
Okay. Is your mom in spirit?
Yeah.
Okay, she's sitting over there and she's been smoking this whole time. When are you going to get to my daughter? Because she's been smoking the whole time. And I'm kind of jealous because my cigarette, and I can't smoke one. She's just waiting for you. She's waiting for you. I don't know if mom was the person you were hoping would show up, but that's the person that's been talking to me
He's
for
one of
20
them,
minutes. Okay, so let me focus in this area. I've got mom. Was she just say what you see is what you get, no nonsense lady?
Oh, yeah.
She's like, that's our family. We're just what you say, nothing fancy. Like, you don't like it, kick rocks kind of thing. She's so proud of you. Are you feisty?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Was she also feisty?
Very.
Like, gonna tell like, don't keep me waiting. Okay, this is hilarious. I'm just gonna describe what she just showed. So she showed me her going to the doctor. I don't know if you took her or what, but like it's 15 minutes after her appointment. She's like, I go up there and I'm gonna tell him piece of my mind. Like, don't keep me waiting.
Not
We're
much
all on a
patience.
schedule. Your time is no more important than mine. She's kind of got an opinion about it. That makes sense. Was she showing me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've got mom here. There's is your
Hmm.
father also in spirit?
Oh, there's a funny story with that.
There's I'm just trying to identify
Yeah,
the male.
yeah.
Okay. Wait. Did would you are there two fathers in spirit?
Again, funny story. You're hitting it out of the park again. Yeah.
So
yeah.
do not be impressed with me. That makes me very
No.
uncomfortable. They are
We've
the
had
ones.
readings and I've always been impressed with you.
Yeah, but there's two over here. She goes.
Yeah.
You do not have a child in spirit, correct?
No.
Okay, because she's saying she's got a child, but to
Well,
me, I think
Yeah, I mean, I've had miscarriages, so that would.
that's not it. That's not what she's showing me. But your mom has got, I think maybe she had a loss over there that she's talking, or
She had a
dad.
stillborn baby.
Okay, because this is not, so my sign for miscarriage or termination is a very bright light. This is not that. This actually looks like a baby. So she's got the child over here. Hold on. Bear with me just a minute. Do you not let people take advantage of you if you can help it?
Never.
I don't know where she's going, but give me a little leeway with her, please. Are you married?
Yes.
Did she like your husband?
She never met him. My first husband, she did, but
Okay.
my second husband, no.
I like this guy because lets you be in charge, is what she's saying basically. Okay,
that's
like
what
you
he
can kind of you know how to do all of this. Hold on. And again, there's just this no tolerance for BS thing. No tolerance for BS. Like if she knows what's right, she's going to follow it till the end. Oh God, hold on. She's just so proud of you. I don't know if you dream of mom, but she's showing me the way that I see people coming into dreams. Do you have dreams of her?
No. Mm-mm.
That's I can't.
Been a really long time since I have, so.
Okay, well, if you haven't, then maybe be on the lookout for that, because that is the only sign that I have for what she's doing is coming into your dreams. She just keeps going, let her know I love her. I'm proud of you. It's almost like you've come to this period where there's not as much bullshit, or like you've wrangled all the bullshit around. And you're
Right.
able to just kind of focus on yourself. She wants you to take this time and like you just take care of yourself. Do the self-care. Do the self-care. Take care of yourself. Again, with the boundaries. Do you have children?
Yes.
Can they
Mhm.
be draining to you? Again, that's very general because kids are just draining.
No, I'm worried a little bit, maybe particularly more about one of them.
So would it be more emotional draining and not financial drain?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause she's not saying anything about money. It just feels
No.
exhausting a little bit.
Mhm.
I just want to throw my hands up in the air. She's like, she's showing me a male. I don't know if it's a son,
Yeah.
but that's what she's showing me. Is it a son? Like
Yeah.
it's like this, it's gonna be okay. Give him oh God. Does this son kind of, is he sometimes controlled by women a little bit, like strong-willed women?
I would say, yeah, he lets his better judgment be clouded a little bit.
Okay, so this could be any part of the woman, and I'm going to be very vague on
Right,
all of
right.
this.
I
What
know where
he's
you're going.
saying is what
Yeah.
she's saying, but like, gonna be all right, gonna be okay. Give him a little bit of rope, give him a little bit of space, gonna be okay. She's watching over, nothing's gonna happen, everything is okay. Like he just needs to be smacked, is what she's laughing at that. Like he just needs to be smacked. Somebody needs to sit on him and just give him a little smack. He's gonna be okay. Like she seems super focused on letting you know this child's gonna be okay.
Okay, yeah, I needed to
There-
hear that.
Is there anybody else you were hoping would show up?
Well, you mentioned the two dad thing.
Okay. So I got
I
both of
just,
them.
well, a funny thing happened this year. Well, yeah, August last year. I found out who my real dad was, and it wasn't who I was
Okay.
told. So, and they're both gone. So,
I just don't like how I wish I could say this is the first time, but it happens once a week that somebody in spirit will go, "Hey, that's not real dad," or "Hey, you got a brother or sister," and
well, I
then
did the
it's like
DNA
that's a hard
test. That's how I found out.
Okay, so like all of that's out of the box.
So when you said two dads, that was like, oh, okay, yeah, there's that funny story. So yeah.
Okay. She just keeps wanting me to tell you she loves you. She's waiting for you, but then she's like, no time soon, honey, don't, no time soon. Like, and again, time over there is very different than it is here. So it's like blink of an eye, you'll be there, but no offense, good news, bad news. You got like 30 more years at least here. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm if I'm wrong, it's on me. Do you have some vision issues? Like feeling like something's in your eye lately? Almost like a
couple months ago.
floater.
Yeah, a couple months ago, I was seeing like yellow, like circles.
It's fine. She's just showing me problems. And it almost feels like a floater or specks in my eye, something like this. She said, she's fine. She's fine. She's fine. She's fine. So if it happens, go to the doctor. I'm not a medical doctor. I always say go to the MD. So like if it shows up again, she's going, you're fine. Everything's okay. It almost feels like that's anxiety a little bit or stress. So she's showing me you kind of walking through Walmart and I can't see out of this eye. Like it's like, what the heck is happening? She's just saying process some of your anger. She's not only including anger in that. It's like allow these emotions to come out. She says that'll help this. That's very weird, but I believe her. I don't usually get real weird, incorrect advice from people in spirit. Is there anything you want me to ask her?
Her particularly?
Or anybody, either the two men that are with her? Okay, so one is saying he didn't know. I didn't know.
I can
He
believe
said, that's
that.
your cancer. He goes, I didn't know.
I know I found out that he had died of cancer and he had 3 other sons that died of cancer. So now I know what to at least look for, and things. And
Your mom's giving me this look like, did she not hear me? You got at least 30 more years here. That is not going to happen for you. So is that a concern that you feel going to happen to you? Because your mom
Well,
is like, no.
I mean, it's definitely was concerning, and finding out that the real dad is, I got a lot of cancer on the side. I mean, and he has 3 sons, which would be actually my half brothers,
Mm-hmm.
died of it. So yeah, I was definitely concerned.
Again, I always encourage everyone, go to a medical doctor because I am not a medical doctor. I'm a medical intuitive. Your mom is, this is not something that you have to worry about, according to mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. The weird thing is I've done readings with you, and anytime that you started talking about a dad figure, because the person I thought was my dad, I really just
Mm-hmm.
kind of tuned it out. I didn't want to hear it. So I've been trying to rack my brain to remember what you was telling me about all that. And it's just I can't remember. So I know that he has came out, but or came forward before, but that can't remember.
So now it makes a little bit more sense knowing there too.
Yeah.
There, that you
Yeah.
found out. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're okay. They're absolutely okay. Your mom is clearly in charge over there, and I think she might be running the show with these two. One
I can
looks
believe
kind
it.
of like, I don't know, but he's like, I didn't know, and I believe him. And the other one is identifying himself as your dad as well too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Do you see a female? Another female?
hold on a minute. About how old?
Around 44.
I see somebody that looks in their mid-60s. Okay, hold on. I
Okay.
have a younger female here. Was this female, was she sick before she passed?
Yeah.
She didn't have cancer, did she?
Yeah, actually one of them did have cancer.
Okay. I feel such loyalty on your part to this. Is this a dear friend, family member? Who is
Best
this
friend.
woman?
Best
I
friend.
just feel loyalty, and this. Oh, thank you for not making me feel sick. Were you hands-on helping her?
Before she went into nursing home, yeah, I was helping her quite a bit.
She just says thank you. There's something about the care, but show me kind of help picking her up or lifting her under her arms, and there's some laughter, hold still, girl, you're just
lots of
skin and bones,
laughter.
something like this.
Yeah.
But she wants to thank you for that. She just keeps going, I love you. I'm okay. I love you. I'm okay. She said, I'm uncomfortable saying this, but everybody needs to go to the doctor if there's anything wrong, but she's also saying this isn't going to happen to you. So
I
they're
understand that.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
I hope this was helpful. I'm going to get to the last
Thank
lady
you.
who has been so patient.
Thank you.
And you're welcome. So how do I say your name? Tiran? I can't hear you. Can you unmute yourself? Okay.
Sorry, it's
okay. Taryn. Okay. So she's never had a reading before. From what she was the first one in the group, right? You said you'd never had a reading, or you've had one.
I've had one, yes.
Okay. All right. So let's see who comes forward for you. Bear with me. Is your mom still here?
I think she is, but I don't have a relationship with my mom.
Right. Okay. Is there any maternal figure for you that would be in spirit?
Does it have to be blood?
No. If this lady just feels very maternal, and I can't move past the maternal feelings. So I don't know if it's a mother-in-law, a friend of the mom, something like that. She just I feel motherly towards you with this woman.
It could be a family friend. And she used to be my boss also, but she's a family friend.
Okay. Did you feel very, hold on, let me see what she's trying to, like, I just feel like I could trust and tell her my secrets, but she's telling me you don't share very much. Like, it takes this big bond of you to have this sense of safety with somebody. That makes sense to you?
Yes, yes.
So like, I feel honored that I was able to be that safe person for you. I just, this is what, so when I say I am speaking for her, like, I just thank you. Like, it's an honor to her. You still keep everything inside. She's kind of encouraging you to begin to let some of the stuff, like, it's, there was someone else that showed up today talking about being safe. Like, it was safe to kind of share. She's laughing at me like, you're not going to share with everybody. She's talking about you, but like, there might be a couple people where you feel that safety to just kind of let it talk. There's something about your people skills too that are exceptional. She's telling me you do not have a temper. Is that correct? She's very adamant about that. Like, you don't have a temper.
Not, I don't believe I do.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's random, but this is what she's saying. Like, you don't have a temper. You don't have a temper. Sorry, she's just talking about you, and it's kind of personal. So I will be judicious how I say this. Like, you might feel like a wounded bird. Like, she's showing me this trauma around, but she's showing me how you've overcome all of that. You're just such an amazing mom. Like, your children will never have this experience. It's like she's crying as she's saying this. Like, what she's telling me, you just do not know how much those children feel safe. Like, they'll never have. It feels like maybe you had some significant trauma in childhood, or maybe there was. Am I making sense?
I don't know if I've had, I wouldn't say in childhood, I had a rough childhood, for sure.
Was there maybe not as much safety and stability as you'd like?
Yes,
Okay, then we're gonna go with that.
sure.
Because she's saying the children, and you have children,
Yes, yes.
have the opposite experience now. Like,
Yes.
there's something about you creating this safe, like, everybody knows where they're gonna be. Everybody knows mom and dad, like, everybody, like, there's just continuity in all of this. And she's like bowing to you. She's literally bowing to you. There's a male here next to her. Dad's still living?
And my dad is, the male could be a couple, it could either be
I
her
feel-
husband.
I feel super paternal towards you. I feel like I need to protect you. I feel like this is my girl. Like,
So
you're my girl.
it's probably I have, well, all my grandpas are passed, but it could be my father-in-law.
I literally think you're amazing is what I'm feeling from this guy. Like, this is my girl. I think he's going father-in-law, so I'm gonna go with father-in-law. There's something about, he's calling you sweet, and the gentleness that you brought into the family. I think you're one of us now. Like, you didn't feel that. Hold on. I really need to express this. Like, he hoped that they made you feel welcome and like you're part of us. He's showing me you kind of being a little timid at the beginning, but like, he just couldn't be more happy to have you as a part of the family. Hold on. Thank you for supporting his son as with his loss. Is your husband somebody that would want to do a lot for other people?
Yes.
So did your husband help like mom after he died, and kind of stepping in and not exactly filling those shoes, but just wanting to be of service and helpful?
Well, they had been divorced for decades, but he was basically, like power of attorney and did everything. He did everything.
I have such gratitude. Your dad has just such appreciation and like just love. You're his girl. He keeps going, you're his girl, you're his girl. So I don't know. Do you have girls?
I do.
I don't know how old your girls are, but the way that your father-in-law is showing like 4 and 6. How old are the girls?
I have one 6-year-old, and then I have a 16 and a 19-year-old.
How is that possible? I mean, that's okay. I just would he know the older girls better?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay. It's like, but he's showing me that he's saying it's the older ones, but he's showing me them like at 4 and 6, something
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
And like his little monkeys, his little like I wanted them to be climbing all over me. He's so proud of them. He needs you to know he's still watching over them. He still watches them. I still watch them. This lady that feels very maternal to me, she's crying. She's like, oh gosh, there's a whole bunch of us. I don't usually talk about angels a great deal, but like they want me to tell you, do you believe in angels? Because they're showing me angels.
Yes, very much so. I talk to them all the time.
Okay, so like they command these angels to come in and everybody's like, you are so protected, you are so loved. So here's a little advice. They're going, speak up for yourself a little bit more. Just kind of speak up for yourself. You don't have to do so in a way that infringes on anybody else, but they're really just indicating, please speak up for yourself a little bit more. Are one of your kids driving you crazy? That's so general, sorry. Like, do you have concern about a child's maybe decisions moving away?
Or lack thereof.
Like not making decisions?
Yes.
Okay, it's gonna be fine. They're just going to decide, like, it's going to be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. I have a job.
Oh, I'm sorry. You cut
Does
out.
she
for a
not have
second.
a job?
Oh,
Does
no,
she not
she
have a
does.
job?
Yes, absolutely. She does.
Okay. She's just going, it's gonna be fine, gonna be
Yeah.
fine, gonna be something about the decision child, gonna be fine, gonna be fine, gonna be fine. Hold on. Bear with me just a minute. There's another female that's coming in and I'm gonna go with this one very quick. I need to apologize to you for not keeping you safe. This almost feels like maybe a grandmother to me. I'm not sure. Like errors are mine, but if she could have saved you or like brought you into her home or brought you into the situation, saving is a bit strong, but like she's apologizing for not stepping in and doing more. Bottom line with that one. But like, look at how strong this taught you to be and what you're doing now. They're all just very proud of you. And the angels, literally, I've not seen so many angels. It's been a decade. So whatever you're doing with the angels seems to be very successful and very powerful. You have a beautiful singing voice. You sing?
In the car.
Okay, well, they're letting me hear singing voice. They said you have a beautiful singing voice, like beautiful. I will break glass with singing. Like dogs will start howling. That is not a strength of mine. Like they're talking about that. This is really going out on a limb here, but from what they're showing me, it feels to me and appears to me that you have ability. I don't know if you see people in spirit. I don't know if you see things. I don't know if you sense things or intuitive, but that's what they're telling me. So they're saying kind of, I don't know if focused on that's the right word, but trust in that. Trust
Okay,
in that.
thank you.
So you're getting messages. Does that make sense?
I have seen two in my life. Once when I was a child and it scared me. So I think it maybe blocked my ability. And then I've seen a loved one shortly after she passed. I saw her kiss me right here. It's a weird.
Look at a little lady. Was she small?
Yeah, she was thin.
Okay, because there's a small, as you were talking, there's a small lady that just came up over here and just said, that was me, that was me, that was me. Did she look like she had a nightgown on or anything by any chance? Like bed clothes? That's how she's showing up
It would
to me.
make sense if it would make sense if she did.
Okay, you're just, I think my take from this for you, I don't think you realized how, I don't think you even have a tenth of a understanding of how loved you are in this realm, and that would transcend to here. You are taken care of. You are really, 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 really supported and loved, and that's not a small thing. Is there any questions you have? Anything you want to ask?
Do you feel any more of the presence? I was hoping to hear from a friend.
Okay, hold on. Male or female?
Female.
Okay, hold on. How old was this young lady?
33.
Oh God, I'm pretty dang close. 34.
She would have been 34.
Okay. Hold on. I just like there's a softness here, but I'm not sure it's her, if that's just me
Okay,
exhaling.
Sure.
Was she a little bit more tough than you?
100%.
I'm not aggressive, but I'm just like, would
Yes.
she have been a little bit more outspoken than you?
Yes.
Okay, so she's telling me she's working on giving you that. She wants me to give you a hug, which I cannot do. She loves you. Like you're her sister. She keeps going, you're my sister, you're my sister, you're my sister. Did she not think she was ever going to die?
Probably not. Well, she did it herself.
Yeah, because I just didn't think I was going to die from this. I didn't think I was going to die. Listen, I know where she is. I know she's okay.
I do too. Yes.
Like she's absolutely okay. She says she's working with these angels over here. She hears you talking. I think you might pray for her or pray with her, something like this. She wants me to tell you. I still think this is very sensitive and tender on your heart.
Yeah.
Like you could even think of her and still start crying all these years later, just like it still feels like such a big loss. You didn't fail me. You didn't fail me.
Yeah. Oh.
You didn't fail me. You didn't fail me. So just because we're in a smaller group here, I have just this very creepy, freaking weird thing that I've had always. And I've always known when and how everybody is going to die. I just struggle to know what the purpose is of all of that because I've lost so many people in my life and I knew those events were coming. And I couldn't beg anybody another breath, another second, another day. I couldn't make any deal with God or them or anything to give this more time. I so strongly believe that when it is our time, no matter how we leave our body, that's exactly as it should be. So that she's saying you couldn't have done this any differently, you couldn't have saved me. I don't know if that makes you feel better. It gives me some peace. And I can feel from her the love. So if there's any part of you that still feels responsible or if only or what if, that needs to be put to rest.
Thank you.
Okay. You're so welcome. Thank you for everybody for your patience.
Oh,
Thank you. I hope this was a positive. I'm sorry it lasted so long. I told
was
you like,
beautiful.
oh, maybe I'll do 80, 90 minutes. And now here we're almost on the second hour. I've got another client right after this, or I still keep going. I want to thank everybody for showing up. Sophia, I'm going to work on you tonight with that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Was there anybody else that had a quick question or follow up or anything?
Thank you for today very much.
Yeah,
Amazing. Thank you.
absolutely. Well, please thank everybody over there for showing up. I truly mean this more than you know. I am nothing without them, and I don't feel that I do them justice 99% of the time. So I hope this was a healing or you got the message that you needed to hear, everybody. Thank you so much for showing up. And I'd like to do this again, except maybe at a better hour for everybody. Maybe we'll try to do evening. So
And blessings to all of you.
Blessings to you.
yeah, everybody have a great afternoon.
you with us.
So I will let Geraldine know that this is recorded. I'm just being honest. The Zoom recordings are just crap and we have such a hard time spreading them out. So I don't know how or if we'll be able to share this with everybody. She's not going to like it the way we did, but I will figure it out and hopefully let you know this afternoon or evening. Okay.
Thank
If you want a copy of it, just maybe give me 5 minutes to give her a heads up that I recorded this. So, cause she was like, she doesn't know that. So I need to prepare us all. So let me let her know, and then we'll see how we're gonna get it out. Okay. All right.
Here's
Have a great
one.
afternoon, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.